Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League. My name's Lurg. I hope this finds you well. It's Friday afternoon. Let's hope we can start the weekend off right. Well, where do we start? We've lost Joe Sparrow and we've lost Giles. Both out, long-term injuries, 4 weeks and 7 weeks. They've already been out for a few games and we a little bit of a blip during that time. However, let me tell you, we are flying. As you can see right here, when we go into the schedule, we are on just a little bit of a good run. So, you were last with us for Hull and Reading. We then beat QPR 2-1. We beat Watford 2-1. We had a friendly with Monaco during the international break, which we won 2-0. We then drew 1-1 with West Brom. And if we go into the game, you will see, yet again, much the better team. 2.19 XG, 16 shots on goal, 7 on target, 59% possession. We should have won that game. We really should. 2 points dropped. Then, we drew with Brighton, 2-2. Very similar story. 18 shots on goal, only 6 on target, 2.9 XG, 57% possession. We're playing very, very well. Unfortunately, this is the game where Giles got injured. He got sent off in the 91st minute, and then once we took his suspension, he got injured during training. So it's just one of those things. But that's 4 points that we've dropped now, which we should really have on the board. That being said, though, we then continued in our good vein of form with Bristol Rovers 2-0, and we just beat Millwall at the Den 3-0. Today's video was originally going to be Wigan and Nottingham Forest, but the game against Sheffield Wednesday unfortunately got cancelled and rescheduled due to a waterlogged pitch at the Bank Stadium. So that will be our second game this afternoon. The keen-eyed of you will see that we are currently first in the Sky Bet Championship. We are level on points with Blackburn Rovers. If we had those 4 points on board, obviously we'd be 4 points clear. West Brom would also only be on 39 points. So, we've dropped points where we really shouldn't have, but we're in a good vein of form. As you can see, top goal scorer in the league, Keon Atete, average rating, Atete and Sparrow, assists, Sparrow and McGee. Player of the match, Joe Sparrow, clean sheets, Jeff Felipe, yellow cards, unfortunately, is Jacob Davenport. However, Jake Davenport is a real big influential member of our squad because he gets stuck in and he does everything that we need him to do. So we're not going to complain about that. It's been a little bit funky not having Sparrow or Giles, but if we come into the tactics screen here, you'll see we've been playing Tonga on the left. We've dropped McGee back into the central midfield role, and we've actually been playing at left back. I don't know why I pointed over my back there for the left back. Who was we playing? We was playing Owen Beck, but his fitness wasn't very well because he's been injured as well. So we brought in little Candola. He's only a 17-year-old. He's really not very good, but he has done a job. So, without further ado, let's see if we can get 2 big victories on the live comms this afternoon. And so this is the team that we go with then for today's game. We have got Felipe in goal. Beck comes back at left back. Davis and Gilchrist in the middle. Gerardo on the right. Davenport and McGee in the middle. Tong and McCormick just behind Mokhtar and Atete. Mokhtar, by the way, this young lad, he has come in and he's done really quite well. 6 appearances so far. 4 goals from those appearances. Just under a 7 average rating. He's only 18 years old. He's got a lot of potential, this lad. Decent in the air. Yeah, we're quite excited about how he can get on. So, hopefully, he can put in a good shift for us this afternoon and you'll see a few goals. We've been flying. The goals have been coming. So, if we can have another episode like we had on Wednesday, we should be clear at the top of the league which would be very, very nice because we have a game in hand. Because that Sheffield Wednesday game was obviously, it was rescheduled. That's the word I was looking for, boys and girls. So, into this afternoon's game, obviously we are at the DW Stadium. I don't actually know if it's still called the DW Stadium anymore, but that's what it's always been for me where Wigan's concerned. We are getting possession now, but not really making any inroads. It's Wigan with the free kick then, Kleeman. Delightful strike, Felipe is equal to it. I mean, it's straight down the neck of the goal, let's be honest. And the ball's launched out by Felipe. Finds Mokhtar inside to Atete. That should have been a goal. Really good defending there from Wigan to get back and get the challenge in. McGee with the corner then. Floats it in. Atete can't get onto it at the near post there. And Longman now launches a counter-attack for Wigan. Oh, I thought we was going to get a foot in there. Neither man does. Perry on the ball. He plays it out wide for Kleeman. Beck should get there first. And he does. Very even game here early on at the DW, and this is not what we want to see. We have been dominating teams, we've been absolutely relentless, and now we seem to be slowing down on the pace a little bit, and that's not what we want. We're literally halfway through the season, we want to be picking the pace up, because if we carry on playing how we have been playing, Tete just all over the place here, we'll be a Premier League side next season, and that just absolutely blows my mind, because and Atete again, his movement's really bad at the near post at the minute. We're going to have to sort that out because he has been an absolute goal machine from set pieces. We know how dangerous he is. And that's been one of our main goal threats, in fairness. Gerardo then here on this right-hand side. Interception again. Wigan really putting bodies on the line and not scared to get stuck in. Lovely pass for Cornick. Cornick goes round his man delightfully. That was just absurd. The shot at the near post was definitely not the right decision to make, but to get into the position that he did, that was very, very good work there from Harry Cornick. And again, we're playing well. This feels like one of those games that's going to peter out into a draw where we're playing well and should be leading, but we're not. Mokhtar then finds Cornick. Cornick goes past his man and shoots near post. You've got to go across the face of the goal there, lad. Awful, awful decision making, and Cornick scored a few goals, so we can't be too upset with him, but just poor. Tonga with the ball then, all the way back to Beck, and this is going to end. Oh my word, he's giving it away to Kleeman. Kleeman comes forward, he's been forced out wide though, and Beck made the mistake, recovered well for it. But as things stand, West Brom leapfrog us in the league. We have been the better side here. We're going to point our fingers and we're going to say, I am not happy with that. With the way that we're playing lately, we should be destroying Wigan. No offence to Wigan fans, but not the strongest squad in this league. In all fairness, our Moore squad isn't the strongest squad in this league, but we're just playing very well. We've got a group of players that will work for each other. Cornick then inside to Mokhtar, can't get on it and it's cleared. Very good defending from Wigan. And that has been the story of the afternoon, really. Just great, great defending from Wigan time and time and time again. And we are now coming up to the 70-minute mark and nothing has happened for us. So we're going to make some substitutions. We need to change something because it's just not working. Tong is having a terrible game. So on comes Jordan Ibe. Let's pull the tactics out properly. Ibe is obviously going to be a winger on this right-hand side, is he? We can keep him as an inside forward. We need a game changer. We haven't really got a game changer on the bench at the moment. That's the problem that we have. I know what we're going to do. We're going to bring McGee for McCormick, Cornick for Mokhtar, Mokhtar for Ludwig, and then McGee's on the right, but we want him actually to be on the left. We don't want him to be an inside forward on that side. We do want him to be an out-and-out winger. Jordan Ibe then on the right-hand side as a winger. Keon Atete is still there. We push Cornick up front. So that's what we're going to do. We do desperately need to find the breakthrough here. We are going to shout at the guys and we're going to demand more. And we're demanding more now, just as a highlight's coming our way. If we get a goal from this, that's going to be really bad. The team's going to be like, why are you demanding more? We've just took the lead. Etete is there, poor finish, and Marcelo is equal to it. Just not good enough at the minute. We're really not good enough. Davenport's really tired. Owen Beck is really tired. And it definitely is one of those games where we've dropped points that we shouldn't have, and that's now 6 points. Unless we get a late winner here, that we'll have dropped. McGee finds Ludwig. Can Ludwig score? No, he can't. Near every shot at the moment is going near post. What is going on? Etete then, and it's over the bar. Come on, boys. Marcelo launches the ball long for long. He does get above Beck. Rowe then comes in. Plays it inside to Perry. If we lose this game, I'm going to flip. Longman over the... Over the top for Rowe. Takes it very, very nicely. And again, a near post shot. This one, however, finds the back of the net. And after 84 minutes and an absolute tatering, the scoreline is Wigan 1, Solihull Moors 0. Oh... And a highlight for us then as Etete finds Cornick. Back to Davies. Gilchrist plays it through to Ludwig. Ludwig goes out wide for Jordan Ibe. Jordan Ibe goes for a spectacular shot. Nowhere near the target, unfortunately. However, this puts us in a bad situation. 41 points. We're only 2 points behind West Brom, though. If we win our game against Sheffield Wednesday, we're still top of the league. Look at the state of that, though. 17 shots, only 7 on target. So we've missed 10 efforts today. 2.3 XG rating, 14 corners, and Etete just wasn't on the ball today. Lion's share of the possession percentages again, not as dominant as we have been, it has to be said. However, you can't fault Wigan for their tackling and their bravery today. They hit us on a counter which come from a goal kick of all things, and we've suffered for it. We will be back with Sheffield Wednesday in just a moment. Here we are then, Bank Stadium for the game against Sheffield Wednesday. This is our game in hand. If we win this one now, we're back to the top of the league, 2 points in front. Oh, however, that game that we just lost against Wigan was the first that we've lost in 12 games, so potentially could upset the apple cart a little bit. However, just as a little bit of a morale booster, although we've lost Jacob Davenport, as you can see at the moment, we've just been offered an interview with Leicester. We turned it down. The board and the team are happy that obviously we're staying with them. So hopefully that gives them a little bit of oomph and we really hit the ground running today. So we're going with them. Felipe, Beck, Davies, Gilchrist and Gerardo. Dixon Bonner in for the suspended Davenport. McGee, Tong, Cornick, Mokhtar and Etete up front. We better pick up 3 points today. And we will be telling the players that in no uncertain circumstances, we should already be there. I'm going to... Is there any way to say we should play better than what we did last time? No. Yes, I'm expecting you to deliver. Let's put some pressure on them. We need to now give this young group of players a little bit of a mentality check. Corner comes in then. McGee is there. Etete finds it. Oh, is it the bar? I thought that was in. Owen Beck with the throw-in. Finds Mokhtar on this left-hand side. Back to Beck. Beck inside to Dixon Bonner. All the way back to Davis. McGee. Alfie Gilchrist. Plays it to McGee again. To Etete. Poor pass from Etete. Davis is there. Leaves a big gap in our defence, though. That does. And Dixon Bonner out wide for Cornick. Cornick, can he get... No, he can't. Gerardo, can he get across? The cross across. That is amazing English and sentence structure for you there, folks. As Gilchrist chases this ball. He's being closed down very well here. Felipe then goes long. Mokhtar heads it wide for Beck. It's actually not Mokhtar who won the header. Beck finds Etete and he just hits the bar. 10 minutes in, we're putting the pressure on. But we can't afford to have another game where we're firing blanks. So, on the 20-minute mark, we are going to instantly demand more out of the squad, as Sheffield Wednesday are coming back into it a little bit here. We are dominating the game in terms of possession, but nothing going on. We're going through a toothless phase again, and that's something that we can't afford to do if we wish to go up. Ball over the top, it's headed clear. Stockley plays it back to Kane. Tongue intercepts. Davis to Gilchrist. Out wide for Owen Beck. Lovely ball through for Mokhtar, who plays it across. Cornick's there. And what a delightful pass that was from Anime Mokhtar. Could have gone to Kiana Tete, but it was Cornick who found it. And that was lovely from the youngster. Look at this. Runs in front of his man. Sees that he's got two players there. Plays it across the box. Tete can't reach it in time. Cornick's there. And that is 1-0 to the Moors. And finally, we've made the breakthrough that we should have made. That puts us top of the league by a point. Madison with the corner then. A draw is no good for us here really today. It's headed clear. Etete just waits for the ball and that's really lazy. Get into him. And then he doesn't chase the keeper down either. And then he starts to. Kiana Tete is having a little bit of an indifferent game. And he did in the last game as well. McGee. Etete is just not there again. Maybe he's tired. We played a lot of fixtures, I don't know, but it just seems a little bit all over the place from somebody who has been our main goal threat. And he's just not there. He's not there at all at the moment. And it's showing for us, unfortunately. I'm going to say I'm delighted with your performance so far. Let's get some morale in. And we will give Etete 10 minutes. 15 minutes. We'll give him to the 60-minute mark to see if he can do anything. Tong then plays the ball forward towards Mokhtar. He's not going to get there. Allsop does collect. Stockley gets the ball. Poor pass. Mokhtar finds Etete, whose pass is poor again. The lad is just, I don't know whether he's bereaved of a bit of confidence. McGee's pass is cut out there. Saki comes forward. It's intercepted. Tong then. Can he pass the ball? He does get the ball across, and Cornick from somehow 3 yards out heads it over the bar. Just unbelievable. Throwing on this right-hand side. Gerardo then finds Gilchrist to Dixon Bonner to Tong. Nice touch here. He's got Owen back outside him. Doesn't use him. Finds a... Oh, Etete! Wow. My goodness me. Etete hit the post again and then shot wide. When it's not your day at the office, it is not your day at the office, is it? Owen Beck then. Poor throw-in. It's clear. Davis collects the ball to Gilchrist. And we're misplacing a lot of passes at the moment. It's a nice pass though from Etete. Gerardo's cross is horrendous. Second time through. And I mean... Can anybody explain what just happened there? Poor Allsop. Gerardo's cross was comical the second time. I mean, this really, it's mid-range along the floor. Keeper fumbles it out. Etete's there. Very much the easiest chance he's going to have. Wow. There's not much else I can say to that. Gerardo with the throw. Finds McGee. Playing very... almost negative football at times, playing backwards a lot. I don't like to see that. Etete can't get onto it. He is chasing down now, though. Papaiga plays it out wide for Sake. Beck does intercept. Mokhtar's there. He's going to get to it. Oh, delightful from the youngster. And then the attempted pass is poor. There wasn't really much on in front of him, though. Dixon Bonner finds Beck. Beck goes over the top. Mokhtar's going to get there again. He does. Oh, the youngster's offside, and he's probably deserved a goal with some of his movement this afternoon. But he's a fair way offside, isn't he? Let's be honest. Oh dear. Throw in then. Hackett to Papaiga. Black to Hackett. Hackett finds Saki. Saki gets in the cross. Saki's there, and he does get the ball, but the header's not on target. And we're going to make some substitutions now, just freshen things up a little bit. We are going to bring on Jordan Ibe on the left-hand side as a winger. No, we keep him as the inside forward. Who else do we do here, boys? Dixon Bonner's having a terrible game as well. Not terrible, but not a brilliant game. In fact, you know what? We're going to undo that one. We're going to bring on Holmes for him. We'll bring on Ibe for Cornick. And Dixon Bonner can come out for Ludwig. Holmes doesn't want to be an inside forward. He wants to be a winger. Quite happy with those changes. 65 minutes, 25 minutes gone. 25 minutes to go. Some fresh legs in the centre of the park and both wide positions. Corner comes in and McGee is there. Atete finds it on his head and there he is. 21st goal of the season. And Atete is firing again this afternoon after a really poor first half and a bit of a rollicking. He's pulled his finger out of his backside and there we are. I mean, his first goal was farcical really, wasn't it? But a massive goal for us. That's 3-0 to the good now. We have been the better side. 3-0 worthy, maybe. Maybe not. But we'll take it. We've played very well. I mean, the stats don't lie, do they? McGee with the corner again. Can Atete get his hat-trick? He heads it just over the bar. Oh. And that is full time then. Solihull Moors 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0. And we'll look at the league table just after this. Outstretched arms. Well done, lads. That was a good win. Let's keep the morale going. We've got a game in just a couple of days, which is Nottingham Forest. Scary, but look at that. Top of the league by only a solitary point. However, goal difference. Look at the amount of goals we have scored. Absolutely crazy. Right then, folks, we will be back at the end of January and the start of February. I believe it's Birmingham and Bristol City, obviously depending on what games come into that. We've got Villa in the FA Cup third round, but I'm not going to show that on the live com. It's going to be one of them games where I'm probably going to put out a weaker team because at this point in time, I really feel like we're going to be able to go up, so I'm going to be concentrating on the league. All that being said, thank you again for all your support. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will see you on Monday. Have a great one, folks.